President Muhammadu Buhari of Nigeria has vowed to expose more national treasury looters who have crippled Nigeria's economy. Buhari says the looting of the state treasury has crippled the economy, and although the government has been doing its best to recover some of the looting, it has not really been, it has been impossible to recover all. And the vow by President Buhari has been reiterated by Information Minister Lai Mohammed, who says pressure is being mounted on the government over its decision to expose looters. However, according to Lai Mohammed, the decision to expose was taken after PDP officials challenged the federal government to release the list of alleged looters. Corruption has long been cited as one of the reasons why millions of Nigerians remain impoverished, despite the country's production of more oil than anywhere else on the continent.
So, Elvis, how far have these looters crippled Nigeria's economy?
They have really crippled the economy because, corruption has a huge impact, and it is felt by poorer households and smaller firms, with a long-run effect on growth through reduction in human capital as well as investment. The country has really been going through tough times due to a sharp fall in global oil prices. Remember, crude sales account for about 70% of Nigeria's national income. Various reports claim billions of US dollars have been recovered from looters as the fight against embezzlement continues. The money had either been hidden, stolen, or diverted. And elected on a mandate to end corruption, President Buhari last year took steps to facilitate this recovery by suggesting cooperation with foreign governments. Let me take a look at some examples of allegations concerning looting. It is alleged former military leader Sani Abacha looted between 3 to 4 billion US dollars from state coffers, according to anti-corruption watchdog Transparency International. Other prominent cases of people accused of looting in Nigeria, these are just allegations. Of course, they have to prove themselves in court. James Ibori, a former governor, accused of fraud and money laundering, totaling millions of dollars, although he denies the accusations. We also have the case of Alison Maduoke, former oil minister under Goodluck Jonathan, accused of looting oil funds. That case too cannot go unnoticed. And of recent, former National Security Advisor Sambo Dansuki, who is being propped over a $2.1 billion scandal, and other alleged cases of embezzlement amounting to billions of dollars. Let's not forget investigations on former aides of the former presidential family. I'm talking about Goodluck Jonathan and the wife. However, on the ground, according to various reports from economic agencies, the situation remains very, very challenging, with vulnerabilities in the banking sector as well as low tax revenues. According to a report from PwC Nigeria, corruption in Nigeria could cost up to 37% of GDP by 2030 if it is not dealt with immediately. However, the forecast states that if Nigeria could tackle corruption, then its GDP would jump to about 534 billion US dollars in 2030. Before we move to the next area, another forecast by the World Poverty Clock indicates that Nigeria could this year overtake India as the country with most people living in extreme poverty. The report outlines that currently about 82 million Nigerians live in extreme poverty, representing 42.4% of the population.
Eh bien, Elvis, ce sont des chiffres qui sont très édifiants. Alors, dites-nous un peu, que disent les experts, les agences...
What are the experts saying and the other economic agencies about Nigeria's future?
The situation in Nigeria, I must say, has been very, very preoccupying, especially since last year. Various agencies and economic bodies have suggested reforms in the exchange rate. Last year, Africa's most populous country survived a recession. Experts have suggested that the country should tackle food inflation, unemployment, and open up to direct investments. However, and most importantly, profitable crude oil prices will act as a boost to the economy. President Buhari is aware of this task which lies ahead. During a meeting with British Prime Minister Theresa May on Monday, he said, I quote, politicians are already preoccupied with the polls, but I am more bothered about security and the economy. That's what we had for you this morning, Hanan and Lynette. That's what we had for you, viewers. Thanks for watching.